Alright, I'm going to try this charcoal and watercolor. I have the Graphitint graphite pans here and some water. Let me try this again and just see what happens. So let's go in with the white first and this is a toned, my white's a little dirty, great. I'm going to go in and just make some random marks. And I saw this, something similar, like on Ellen Creamy Trent, I believe. I don't know how to say her name. I'll try to put that in the description because this was the inspiration for trying this. I hadn't even thought of it. I'm just gonna, this is very dark. I'm gonna leave that. Let's see. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just making some marks. But what I do want to do, I think I want to try to do like a house, because that's what I saw her do. Like a little house. Let's do, this is super dark. Let's go with the medium and do like a door and see what happens with the watercolor when we add that on. And let's just start adding water right now. So I think this is kind of, hopefully this is going to be a real time. If it really goes odd, I might just change it, but I'll throw some water on here before I know what I'm doing, and trying not to give myself enough time to really think about it, because that's what I do. I overthink all the time. I've got some paper towel handy. So if you try this, you want the watercolor paper for sure. You want the charcoal, whatever charcoal you have, if you have any, and something to watercolor with, good paintbrush, and for crazy control of water, or lack of control, have something handy like a paper towel. Oh, and look, I just threw some color in there. I didn't even know it, because my paper towel's dirty, of course. Okay, I got water on there. Now, before I think too much about it, I better add some water to my Graphitint, and I can't see the names, so I'm not entirely sure even which color's which. I think this might be the green one. What else? I'm already overthinking, but wow, it's super dark, so pull some of that back. I'm just going to put a little there, and maybe this is green, so let's go wash that off, and then pull some of this yellow in. I'm getting way too much, because you don't need much at all for this, for the Graphitint one. It's super concentrated. I don't think I have a blue, so, because I already got thinking sky, house, everything. Huh. And then, let's put some brown. And we'll just throw some more water on there. Now, I think that this watercolor paper probably isn't even strong enough to handle what I'm throwing at it. Look at me throwing at so much water. But, you know, that's why I taped it down this time. What else? I do have also in here, I have some watercolor charcoals, so maybe I'm going to pick up some white here. These are Derwent tinted charcoals. So I'm going to, ooh, look at that, go in, and there's blue in this set, so maybe that's what I'll do. Ooh, that's fun. That's just fun to see it interact with the water. Where else do I want some of that? I'm going to put some more green right here, because I think that the Graphitint graphite is just a little too strong for what I want here. And then this isn't even enough. What do I have here? This is Derwent Graphitint Dark Indigo. Ooh. So I've got like all my little, I think all of these came in other sketch boxes. The Derwent Graphitint, we got 2 pans a while back. I can try to look it up. Maybe I can stick an iCard in if you want to see those box openings. It doesn't move around too much, but, you know, playing with charcoal, graphite, and water. This I want to let dry. I think I might throw some blue into this window. This blue here is not very pigmented. What blue is this? This is mountain blue. It's just having a hard time. So different than the Kuretake is like, pow! Lots of color, lots of pigment. Then the tinted charcoal's like, more subtle. This is a pretty color. It is juniper. If you want to just see, I'll just put, ooh, look at that. That's actually kind of pretty in the sky there. I mean, I'm calling it sky. I don't know what it is. I like that. Oh, maybe put some in the house too. Yeah, so now I want to dry it and then just go a little crazy with some more stuff. So hold on a minute. Okay, now I'm sure this would work better if I really let it fully dry. It's kind of dry to the touch, but I don't think it's fully dry yet anyway. And since I went all house on this, I'm just kind of inspired to see what I can maybe throw a tree in here. But it's like kid tree. You know, I'm not doing, it's like not super, I'm not trying to draw it nicely, if that makes sense. And then I'm still doing some of these weird random marks. Maybe I'll define my little house a little more there. Look at this cool bloom I got going on with when I added things there. I thought I'd add a little more of this white charcoal. Just random on here. It's having a little hard time going over some of it. Yeah, so maybe we don't need that. But we can go in with our Super Power Pow Kuretake graphite with the brown and throw that in the tree for a fun effect here. This is actually pretty fun because I take things way too seriously, and it's not going to be some fabulous art piece, but I actually kind of like how it's turning out here. The water's super dirty. And it is really interesting how, what was I saying? I have no idea. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It's really interesting how the charcoal interacts with the water, and I love doing mixed media, and yet I think charcoal, because it's so like messy and you have to like seal it or else it won't stay put, I think it's kind of intimidated me, and I just haven't even thought of using it in other ways. So thank you to Ellen for giving that idea to me, because I do like doing mixed media, and I think it's approachable. It's, anybody can do it, because it's even more of there's no wrong way to do it when it has, like, you know, like, look at this, there's, I don't even know what's going on here. I can do whatever I want, and I don't always feel as free to do whatever I want with every piece of art that I do, if that makes sense at all. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it alone now and be done, but I just thought I'd put another video when I get this done out there showing, it's like kid art, but it's cool. I like it. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments. I feel like my house is just out there in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I need to ground it. It's floating. Okay, before I go, maybe I'm just gonna do something down here to give my house a little bit of a horizon. Just noticed that. But still, I mean, I could totally leave it and it'd be even a different meaning, maybe. Like, what does it mean that your house is floating in space? So that would be cool too, but I didn't want this house floating in space. So now it sort of has a messy ground. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you going to try this? If you got the Sketchbox, is charcoal totally your thing? And you're like, wow, why are you throwing water at it? Or is this a new idea for you? As always, I love to hear your comments and ideas that inspire others and myself. And thank you for giving me the time. And I hope you have a wonderful and creative day. Bye!